A man stopped walking, not because he was tired, not because he heard a predator, but because something was lying in front of him. Someone he knew. Someone who had laughed with him, hunted beside him, shared food with him. Now completely still. No breathing, no movement, no sound. The hunter waited. Maybe his friend would stand up. Maybe he was sleeping. Maybe something was wrong, but nothing happened. The body remained motionless, cold, silent. And in that moment, something changed forever. Because for the first time, a thought entered a human mind. If this happened to him, could it happen to me? And that's where the story of humanity became strange. Most animals avoid death, but they don't seem to understand it. A gazelle watches another gazelle die, then continues grazing. A bird loses a companion, then flies away. Humans are different. At some point in our distant past, our ancestors gained something extraordinary, the ability to imagine the future. At first, this was a superpower. It helped them predict danger, track animals, find food, plan hunts. But that same ability came with a terrible price. Because once you can imagine tomorrow, you can imagine a tomorrow without yourself in it. Picture a small tribe nearly 100,000 years ago. The sun is setting. Orange light covers the landscape. Children play near a fire. Hunters return with food. Everything feels normal. Until one member of the tribe doesn't return. A search begins. Hours pass. Then someone finds him. Dead. The tribe gathers. No one understands what happened. Predators didn't take him. He wasn't attacked. He simply stopped existing. And for the first time, humans face a mystery bigger than any predator. What happens when life ends? No one had an answer, but the question refused to leave. That question changed everything because fear of death is unlike any other fear. A lion can kill you, a snake can bite you, a storm can destroy your shelter. But death itself is different. You cannot fight it, you cannot outrun it, you cannot negotiate with it. And the more humans became aware of this fact, the more powerful the fear became. But something unexpected happened. Instead of destroying humanity, that fear may have built civilization. Think about it. Why do humans tell stories? Why do humans create art? Why do humans build monuments? Why do humans dream of becoming famous? Why do humans want their names remembered? Perhaps because deep down that we know we won't be here forever. And that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is what happened next. Archaeologists have discovered something strange. Some ancient humans buried their dead with tools, weapons, jewelry, food, flowers. Why? Because they may have believed the dead were going somewhere. Imagine how incredible that idea was. For the first time, humans weren't just reacting to reality, they were creating meaning. And meaning became one of the most powerful forces in human history. A man looked at a dead body, then imagined another world. Another man looked at the stars, then imagined gods. Another imagined spirits. Another imagined ancestors watching from beyond. Different beliefs, different stories, but all connected to the same terrifying realization. We are going to die. And suddenly, humanity wasn't just surviving, it was searching for answers, searching for purpose, searching for something greater than itself. Most people think civilization was built by agriculture, or technology, or intelligence. But what if it was built by mortality? What if the awareness of death pushed humans to create everything we now call civilization? Think about it. If humans lived forever, would we hurry? Would we dream? Would we create? Would we love as deeply? Would we value time? Or would everything lose meaning? The strange truth is that death gives life urgency. Every goodbye matters because it may be the last. Every sunrise matters because there are only so many. Every moment becomes valuable because it is limited. And perhaps our ancient ancestors slowly began to understand this. Not scientifically, not philosophically, emotionally, deeply, painfully. Imagine him sitting beside a fire. The tribe sleeps. The night is silent. Above him, thousands of stars shine in the darkness. For the first time, he realizes he won't always be here. One day, his fire will burn without him. One day, others will sit where he sits. One day, he will become a memory. And yet, something remarkable happens. He wakes up the next morning. He hunts, he laughs, he loves, he lives, not despite knowing he will die, but because of it. And maybe that's the real story. The first human who realized he would die wasn't the first human to feel fear. He was the first human to search for meaning, the first human to ask questions bigger than survival, the first human to look beyond today, the first human to wonder why he existed at all. And ever since that moment, every civilization, every religion, every philosophy, every dream has been part of the same conversation. A conversation that began beside a motionless body thousands of years ago. A conversation that continues right now, inside your own mind. Because the question that haunted that ancient hunter never truly disappeared. We simply inherited it. And perhaps the most human thing about us is not that we know we will die, but that we continue searching for meaning anyway. Because the answer was never death. The answer was what we choose to do before it arrives. And if this story made you think differently about life, take a second to like this video. Subscribe for more documentaries that explore the biggest questions humans have ever asked. Because sometimes, the most important answers begin with a single question.